Hello and welcome back to Joe Shoots Film. Trying something different today, so hope you enjoy. So, we all know I like my film photography, but why should I have all the fun? That's what I've been thinking recently. Been rummaging around the house and I found this old point and shoot Canon SureShot 35mm ACE camera and thought it'll be fun to use. But then I was like, why should I do it? Why shouldn't I ship this camera off to friends of mine and family to see what they can do to try and force my hobby upon them and see if they will like it and maybe join in with me. Who knows? Probably not going to happen though, is it? So, a little bit of information about it. Originally marketed in 1988 and boasting an original selling price of around £130, a not so sharp 35mm f3.5 lens, a swivel foot to tilt on a surface, a waist level viewfinder, and it even comes with an infrared remote control. And that originally was a first of its kind, so that's kind of cool at the time, obviously. As you progress the film, a small counter on the top counts up 4 frames at a time, and an automatic film advance moves you along. With a built-in flash, it's a perfect starter all-rounder. It's a bit loud, but you know, you get what you're given and it's a bit of fun at the end of the day. So, I shipped this beauty off to, firstly, my friends who went on a forest walk with the dogs and then met up with me later on in the day, the week actually, where we all got together. I was using my Pentax P30, I want to say, that day, and they were on this. And let's see what we took. I do like the whole 90s vibe to them with the flash in low light. It's not the sharpest, as I said, with some blooming around the leaves and brighter areas. But if you're spending a tenner on a point and shoot, you're not expecting anything too special. I find that brighter pictures are a bit overexposed, but it keeps that feel to it. I've also noticed that possibly the light sensor might be playing up, as sometimes in darker areas, the flash fails to turn on, as we'll see later. Some pictures also have a nice lens flare to them. Again, if you're into that, go for it. But we're not expecting crazy levels of quality, are we, for this? A few months later, I shipped it off to my sister, who is currently in university in Bath. She bought it out. The first night she bought it out, she didn't realise that you had to actually open the lens like so for you to then be able to take your photo. She took point and shoot, quite literally. So the first night, nothing obviously happened. The second night, and the rest of the term that she was there, she did take a few nice photos. One of them I do actually really like. When she came home from university, she then took it out with the dog. So got a few pictures on the field with the dog and did some nice landscape photography and of course dog pictures. Only a few days after this, I shipped it off to some friends who were going to a wedding. Apparently, the bride wanted that vibe. It's a good vibe. My friend, who was a bridesmaid for the wedding, had it on her the whole time, took pictures here and there. Again, the vibe. They wanted the vibe. We see on these that the sensor isn't quite the best in the world, because in ones that it should have worked out, put the flash on. It's quite dark. It didn't, and well, they ended up like this. Top tip for this camera is to watch your finger, because when you're taking the photos, holding it up, you can accidentally put your finger over it like that. So when the lens is open, your finger is over it like that, and you end up accidentally taking pictures of your finger, as my friend did several times. Because when you're looking through it, you're not looking through the lens, you're looking through a viewfinder, which, as I said, has got this viewfinder and viewfinder on the top for looking waist level. So watch out for the finger. Another top tip would be to remember to close that shutter then when you've done taking the photos, because all it takes is for you to accidentally knock it when you're holding it, as my friend is taking several pictures off the floor. Overall, a good bit of kit, I think, for the price, and for the original price, for the current day price, for what it is. If you're just starting to get into it, if you just want a bit of fun, if you want that vibe, the 90s aesthetic, I think it's a brilliant little camera to be taking around with you. It's not exactly huge. You fit it in your bag, in your pocket. Got some cargo trousers or shorts straight into the pocket by there. Nice and easy to access. There we go. It's good for obviously outside, inside when it works, but I think that's due to the camera rather than the actual product itself, the make, the model. I don't think the whole range do that. So yeah, a great bit of kit to start off with. I would like to try more videos like this where I find cameras and take them out. I do up there in the brown case, which you can't actually see, but there we go. I found one in my granddad's house, an Agfa Soletta, I want to say it's called. Good little bit of kit. I've already taken it out and taken a few shots, so I'll be doing a similar video to this on there. When I'm in work, I go around charity shops and whatnot and have a look for other ones when they're not a rip-off. I saw one the other day. Terrible. I also hope you like this new format of video. I've made this little studio room, if you can call it that, where I do all my scanning and whatnot. I also hang I've got a clothesline up there for hanging film from when I dry it, when I do my self-developing, which another video coming soon on that as well. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found this interesting and informative, because there's not usually videos on these sorts of cameras out there. The cheap ones, people go for their Leicas and their whatevers. They're really expensive ones. Nobody goes for the cheap stuff. That is actually really fun to use. But other than that, again, hope you found this good. Thank you very much for sticking around, and I'll see you later.